I bite my lip. You should let Celia give you a makeover, I say. My eyes are starting to burn. When the two of us get started, we don't quit until one of us leaves crying. Usually it's Mark, but this time I'm afraid it will be me. Please, please don't let it be me. You're the one who could use a makeover, Mark says cruelly. You are really ignorant, Mark, you know that? You're a real troglodyte. You're so ignorant, I bet you don't even know what that means. It means a primitive person who lives in caves. I only know because I looked it up after Celia called me one when I tried to eat grapes with my toes. So what? I bet you don't know what it means either. I bet you copied it off your mom or your sister. I did not. I happen to be gifted. I never copy off of anybody, unlike some troglodytes I know. Last year I caught Mark copying Jack Connolly's homework on the bus. He pretended like it was no big deal in front of his buddies, but when I threatened to tell his mama, Mrs. Finley, he started boo-hooing like a little baby. The dumbest part is that Jack Connolly is easily the least smart person in our grade. If Mark's a troglodyte, Jack is king of the troglodytes. Mark gapes at me and shakes his head disgustedly. Geez, Anne-Marie, why'd you have to bring that up? You started it. I was just fooling. And if you weren't so dense, you'd know better than to criticize a girl's looks. It's degrading. And it's sexist. I raise my eyebrows high and dare him to disagree. What a load of crap. You can say whatever you want to me and I can't say jack to you? Mark says, shaking his head again. That's dumb. That's the way it goes, I say. And anyway, you didn't have to rub it in about Celia. I know she's prettier than me. My sister Celia is the kind of girl whose hair curls just right in a ponytail. She is smaller than me, the kind of small that boys want to scoop up and hold on to real tight. I am too tall for even my daddy to scoop up anymore, much less a 6th grade boy. Boys like Celia. They go crazy for her sneaky smiles and sassy strut. They are always calling the house and making Daddy frown. Mama just smiles and says, "The boys buzz around my Celia because they know she is sweeter than honey." I sure wish boys would buzz around me. On every Valentine's Day since the 4th grade, Celia has come home with pink carnations and solid milk chocolate hearts and at least one Whitman sampler. She always lets me eat the square ones with caramel inside, even though they are her favorite too. The most I ever get on Valentine's Day are the Valentines the class got for one another because they had to, the Scooby-Doo or Mickey Mouse kind that come 24 to a box at the drugstore. Mark gives me his "I'm sorry" look, his half grin, half grimace that's supposed to look like real remorse. He looks like he always does when he is messed up, like a puppy that's peed on himself and is sorry, but will inevitably do it again. Mark Finley has been saying sorry to me his whole life. "Sorry, Anne-Marie," he says. I scowl at him. Yeah, well, you should be. He's still giving me the look, and then he gets on his knees. "Forgive me, Anne-Marie, please, please forgive me," he begs, swaying back and forth with his hands clasped in prayer. He is so dumb. The thing I hate worst about Mark is that I can never, ever stay mad at him. I can hold a grudge better than anybody I know, but with Mark, it is truly impossible. He always finds a way to make me laugh. Oh, get up! Trying to hide my smile, I tear a handful of grass out of the ground and throw it at his head. He sees the smile that got away and looks satisfied. Then he shakes the grass out of his hair the way my dog Meeks does after a bath.
to keep listening to this audiobook. I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.